I'm Kristy Snell from CBC Montreal, and I am very excited to be hosting Under the Cover on February 10th with award-winning mystery author Gail Bowen. So Gail, this September, your book, An Image in the Lake, is going to be published. Next September, A Mind of Winter will be published. These are books number 20 and 21 in the Johanne Kilbourne series. Why do you think this series has lasted this long?
Well, I think really Johanne is at the heart of this book, and I think it came. The first novel, Deadly Appearances, was published in 1990, and it was a time when there was a real market, I think, for Canadian books written about the Canadian experience and published by Canadian publishers. And so I stepped into a good place. And Johanne is she's a very approachable character. I get a lot of mail about Johanne, and I think she is a mother, and she's a wife and a mother and a grandmother and a dog lover and a food lover, and she's someone with whom I think many can identify. And certainly I think she's very Canadian. She teaches political science, and her special area is Canadian political science. But she's also, but the other thing that I was cognizant of when I did this was there were a number of groups that I felt had been unrepresented for far too long in our fiction, in anyone's fiction, and that was people who were I don't know, shunted aside because either of race or gender identity or age or gender, or sexual preference or because they were disabled in some way. And those people from those groups have been a part of my life and enriched my life. And I wanted to bring that experiences, their life experiences, into the book. And I think it's that those experiences have given the books a really texture, and often a uniquely Canadian texture. So I think that explains part of it.
You're someone who's given so many books to others. What does literacy mean for you?
Well, I can sum it up in one anecdote, just something that happened to me. I was writer in residence at the Toronto Reference Library, and it was a hot day, and I got on the subway, and a young man offered me his seat, and I took it gratefully. And he appeared to be a young man of, I think he was Middle Eastern descent, doesn't matter. And but he said, have you had a long day? And I said, yes, I have. But I said, it was a good day. And he said, where do you work? And I said, I work at the Toronto Reference Library. And he said, his face just kind of glowed. And he said, that is the most important building in the city. And he said, everything we need to know to be good Canadians is in that building. And what he saw there, of course, was the keys to the kingdom, everything he could be. And I think that's what literacy is for everyone. I mean, it does. It just opens. It does. It opens that all of those possibilities, so that everyone can become the best person they want to be. And so that's why I'm so really pleased to be doing this.
Well, Gail, I can't wait to hear more from you. And it's coming up quickly, February 10th, Under the Cover.